Hello everyone, welcome to Unfiltered Opinions, an initiative by Unacademy. This is Sidharth sitting in front of you with an All India rank of 5 in NEET UG 2022 to answer all your doubts regarding your NEET preparation. I would suggest every aspirant to not keep a question number or question count of the question count that you have to keep solving every day. Just solve as many as you can. But always have in your mind that questions are not your first priority, but instead concept is your first priority. By the time you come to an end, solve enough number of questions that can give you confidence to solve the final NEET exam. This is the most overrated question that I can say. There is no number of hours that you have to study, but you should always have in your mind how much of you're studying. Just have a quality time, like whatever you're reading just gets into your brain. If you're not able to study and there's just there a book in front of you, that's just in vain and you can't count that in the number of hours you're studying. So just have this thing, how much of you're reading, how many hours you're reading, how many minutes you're reading. Just let it be qualitative, not quantitative, and let everything, whatever you're reading, get into your head. See, I would like to suggest one thing. There is nothing important and nothing unimportant in NEET exam. NTA थोड़ी ना हमारे relative है कि हमें बोल दे ये important है ये नहीं important. It's nothing like that. See, everything is important. Everything can also be considered to be not important. Like there may be chapters which may be not considered that important to give a question from, but they can give a question. Like this year, I guess units and measurements, there's some 3 to 4 questions which is considered to be a very easy chapter. So I guess you can't, really distinguish between important and unimportant chapters. Just don't judge the paper before itself. Just be prepared for every worst thing that can happen, every question that can come. So read everything with equal importance, with equal concentration as much as you can. Everybody would either go to an online coaching institute or an offline coaching institute, and whatever books they are providing, just refer them apart from NCERT. But NCERT should be your Bible, Quran and Bhagavad Gita. That is what every person would say, and that's true, perfectly true. So just prioritize things like the way you prioritize people or the way you prioritize tasks. Prioritize your books to NCERTs and another coaching module. Don't mess around things. Reading 10 books one time is really worse rather than reading one book 10 times. I would love to say that keeping yourself motivated is a really tough task. You just have to, I would say that just find something that can keep you motivated, either your friends or your family or their motive, or just, award yourself or reward yourself with things that you can get after working hard. So that's what kept me motivated during my NEET journey. See, I would always like to say that if you want to become a heroine or something like that, your goal should be working with the best actor possible in the industry. So when you start with something, just have the highest goal possible that you can reach. Let her think of it whether you can do it or not, but have the highest goal. You should, if it is 720, I was during my NEET preparation journey, I told my friend, one of my friend who was really a topper, that I told that I have to get 700 above, that's enough. And that person was like, why not 720? What is the difference between 700 and 720? Just 4 questions or 5 questions maximum. So what is wrong in doing 4 or 5 questions? If you have that type of attitude, you will ace it. Just always have the highest goal possible. And that should not be, if you're not getting it, no depression or something like that. But instead, that will keep you motivated, as it was asked in the previous question, what keeps you motivated or something like that. So have a high goal and keep working towards it. And at the end, you will reach it, or at least near to it, where you will have a lot of satisfaction than expected. I know it, so I'm saying it. Ideal approach to solve the paper. There is actually, we have near plastic bodies, near to something. We don't have a Carnot engine, which is perfectly ideal, 100% efficiency. In this world, there is nothing ideal, bro. There is really, it's very overrated. This term called ideal is overrated. So I would say, whatever is working for you is the ideal process or the best process possible. So do that. And how can we adjust it? See, if you feel that bio stuff, just go through all the easy questions that can come and just next go to the other subject, and don't let the burden of one subject fall on the other subject so they are messing the next subject. So I would love to say that just keep doing it. in the flow, and don't let it mess with your brain saying that this is tough, so I'm going to ruin the whole paper. So just flip between questions, whatever you're finding it difficult, just go with the second attempt or something like that. Put it to the end. Don't lose one question for 10 questions. Like one question, just solving one question and leaving 10 questions is pointless. According to me, I would again like to repeat, theory is as important as numericals. At some point of time, theory is more important than numericals, but numericals should not be underestimated. Very diplomatic answer. And so that's what I would like to say is that whenever you're doing your theory, do it perfectly. Whenever you're doing your numericals, theory would help your numericals. So theory should be your base where the whole building can be built upon. So I guess theory should be given so much importance as you give it to numericals, and numericals are little more overrated is what I feel. So if you're perfect with your concept, anything can be solved at any particular point of time during any phase of your revision or in the final exam too. Just trust yourself. Solving a one book 10 times is much better than solving 10 books one time, but solving multiple papers will also help you. I'm contradicting every answer, like one statement is contradicting the other, but I would also like to say that, see, it's all out of the things that I've done. That's what I'm helping you. So books, stick to a book or stick to maximum 2 books. Just do them perfectly, keep doing them again and again. Don't mess around many books. Like one person is doing this book, then do that, and that person is getting the score, another person is doing just shifting around. It's never gonna work. So stick to one book, NCERT and some other reference module, and do multiple papers. Just, whatever you're getting, wherever you're getting, just solve them, and that will help you. Analyzing is very important. This question answer you should know, because it's individual thing that maintaining concentration or something like that. Some people yoga helps, some people sleep helps, some people music helps. It's all on you. There is nothing called completely avoid. There isn't. If your mom is asking you not to go out, we are completely inclined towards it. If someone is forcing you not to do it, we get inclined towards it to get to know what will happen if we do it. So I would like to say that anything to a bare minimum or anything to a minimum limit is fine. It's perfectly all right. If you're overdoing it, then you have to worry about it. So just limit your boundaries regarding things. See, how to practice mock tests, you should have one thing in your brain that you have to keep analyzing, and it's not a test that's going to decide your future. It's just for your practice. So whatever question you're doing, please have your conscious in your mind, like be conscious, and wherever you're going wrong or whatever you're going wrong, try to learn from your mistakes, and this will help you ace your final exam. And this is the best thing that you can do. That is the reason why people ask you to keep practicing mock tests again and again. Give different mock tests or multiple mock tests a week. There is no particular number that you have to give. By the time you come to an end, just try to give at least 1 minimum per day or 2. And if you're giving more than 2, that means you're not analyzing your papers properly. So after you give a mock test, analyze the paper at least for 2 to 3 hours, all the questions again. And that's the end of the thing. And I guess if you have more questions, please drop down in the comments below. And thank you, all the very best. Keep hustling, keep chilling.